Hello, good morning. Hi. I've had a good morning so far. I'm gonna play more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time I beat the base game of A Realm Reborn, and now I'm going to do the post-game of A Realm Reborn before the expansions. I get kind of confused. And then maybe later I might play Mega Man if I still feel like it. I was doing some of the blue quests off stream just because they unlock stuff, but I'm not really gonna do much with those right now. Rigu, it pleases me that you are well. Do excuse me for interrupting. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, milady. Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Balsire and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some makes their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same: we shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the Syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldezian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. I have heard that this part of the game I'm entering is considered, like, by far the worst part. But you know what? We're gonna power through it. Oh my god. Alright, what's everyone's thoughts? Recall your meeting with the Admiral shortly after Leminson sent word of the summoning of Titan? Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Marrowweb that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the Beastmen had justly responded. That we'd been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances within the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. I don't know what dalliances means. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalamo keeps making me send them back. They wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? I like Ida. None can deny we would benefit from more support, but it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances are not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. I feel like this guy is the guy I know least about. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. The sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortune so finite. Sounds like the general consensus is no. It's no, but like, damn, wouldn't it be nice if we could? This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhaps it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Yugu. I don't know why I'm so, like, hesitant to say my character's name in the dialogue. Alphanod. I'm gonna try to do more from now on. Alphanod. Alphano. Yugu. Is not amiss. Your desired counsel. You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Minfilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? As long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we'll never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied to us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experiences taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and place our banner in a place which we all agree to be beyond their borders. Wertha? Cartha? Mordana. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am of course conscious of the fact we've developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and our people over the years, but I truly believe this is the best course of action. Something on my chin I keep picking at, I need to stop. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to be an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrade in arms. We are as much your family as that guy. That will be all, Alphino. I am sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Yeah, where does Sister go? She kind of, like, just disappeared halfway through the base game. Yeah, I missed something. speed. Oh, these do give experience. I thought someone told me these quests post-game A Realm Reborn don't give experience. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Ryugu, attend to Alphino. He's engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way, Alphino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell me he shall have my answer in due time. Where? He's right outside. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Lahamen. The Lahamen was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much to be loved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlayan minstrel. Excuse me. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Hey Gabe. How's it going? Happy Monday. Happy 3 days past Groundhog's Day. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Thalamen's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate the Thalmen is alive and well. Happy Monday, lurky at worky. Appreciated and seen, thank you. Hope work is good. One of our informants, Father Iliad, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen as of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lanazia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gegeruju as to the veracity of these rumors. I like reading in a moderately fast pace and even like feeling good about some of the words I can say kind of quickly and then coming to like a dead stop when I encounter a new name. Very strong coffee for a light roast. Good though. Zach has been bringing us free beans. It's a weekly bean bag. It's an employee benefit, they're not stolen. Gegeruju. Oh, sweet Siren of the Sands, Amikote Muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane, Ugu, what brings you to my humble escort? Look at this guy. You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Ye gads, man, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame, to think she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she said she was going. A tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West is it? Thank you, Master Gegeruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I'd be most appreciative if you could travel to Wineport and do the same. I feel like west is not really enough to go off of. Like, west how long ago? Was she, like, traveling with people on a vehicle, like, just walking? I'm not a sleuth. There you go. Well, if it isn't Ryugu, the savior of Winewood, what do we owe the pleasure? Ah yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her performance was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises. Interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult with your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Even that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. That's pretty rude. Want to know if I've seen a Mikote lass by the name of Lamin? I wish. I haven't seen any lass of any description for far too bloody long. Thank you, very helpful. Shamani Lamani. You seem to have many grand adventures since last we spoke. You must share them with me sometime. The little girl from a while ago? One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. We told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east across the second bridge. Flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff may have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Whoops. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I can fly now. I was really shocked that this mount could fly, but apparently they all can. I'm not totally thrilled with the flight controls though, because I want to look down to like just look at the ground and observe what's going on. It's more interesting than doing this. But this is flying steady and this takes you down. That kind of annoys me. I'm wondering if maybe there's like a flight control option. I tried to look somewhere but I didn't see it. Maybe down there. Up. Ah. Oh, machines. Holy shit. Origobju. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gobju's ire until it was too late. The oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I mean? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider being impressed, my friend. The songstress of Olda, I presume? Menphilia. Or should I say, Acilia is looking for you. Acilia? You are the very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only include that this was by design. The question is why. Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh well, that does please me more than you would know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lenasia aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it. Do you imagine I travel all this way on a whim? I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have all the, all that we came for, might I continue this conversation in a safer locale? My import, say? Be back over 1,000,000 gil. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarcely begin what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. L-speed. Yeah, back at 1,000,000. All things in time. You say your daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I've kept her waiting long enough. I've kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. And they disappear. Oh. They just teleported us there. That's extremely generous of them. They don't normally do that. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamin? Cilia. Hug? Yeah, good hug. I haven't seen her like this in years, Ryugu. Yugo. I'm saying my own character's name wrong. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead. But what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as they always knew they would. And so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Cilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Satya perfume. You remembered. Could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could never find you again. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Ryugo. However, I would not have made it without him. Thank you, Ryugo. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alabigan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Synmyn as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Something amiss? No, Celia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I ever could have hoped. You've succeeded where I failed, and that made me proud. So proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become and at the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and what it may entail. Celia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Synmyn. You built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphinaud, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldesion. Preparations begin at once. Camera a little bit off center. Just a little bit. It is all well and good that we found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there's so much to be done and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources still in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support. Sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult if not impossible. Excuse me. You must not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. Adphilia. Really, Alphinaud, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit to you that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter. Namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll? That's right, triage it. It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphinaud, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If that please you, I would do so. It does. Sir, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Ryugo. Are you not? May I say that what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Ryugo. Mayhaps I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you've earned yourself a rest. After all, you've traveled so far, and there's already so much you've done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Ryugo, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you come with me to the Solar. Alphanos just returned, and it would seem there was something he would share with us. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded, and our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. Signs of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordana, the Rising Stones. Everyone silently cheers. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I'd come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. That's simply poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged full support, General Reborn included. Moreover, I've decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of the Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, and all may know what the signs of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. It would reveal to them true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, and they will be great indeed. Great. I say, yet no greater than us. And we will rise to them as we have time and time again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamin to teach me the basics of mining too. What is she doing? Is she going to make a statue? Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphano, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear as an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I'd expressed the need to forge our ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. You take care on the road and represent us well, Ryugo. I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It's been far too long, Ryugo. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while then. With that, we have a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest, though. Possibly a primal. Back to the work of a dozen men, I see. I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important man such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. Since you're here, mayhaps you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be a good place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Ryugo? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have the most important news. We've received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Is quite everything all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear that there's no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. They return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. So the Waking Sands being Vesper Bay is always the case, I guess. For some reason I had assumed that maybe it moved to whatever city-state you started the game in, depending on, like, I guess what class you chose. A lot of exposition. Oh, Tartaru's upstairs, my bad. Messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordana. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face that after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the XIV summoned Garuda again? Or mayhaps Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We've reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Hugo. The Aetheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, readings bear a strong resemblance to the ones observed more than 5 years ago. I had hoped the Mughals guard beyond such follies. Mughals guard? Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hello. He awaiteth thee at Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Ryugo. Ida and Papalama will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Is the light of the seconds looking at my list. Cute. A pleasure to see you as always, Private Ashiki. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Hail to the King Kupo? Interesting. Not long ago, the Mughal Kuplo Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. Spoke of an imminent threat to all Mughal kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved to be an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Mughals. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kop himself. He waits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. The stand is up. The other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Mughals, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, though firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Kop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am that you have come, Ryugo. And upon such short notice, truly Gridania could not be worse for a more stalwart ally. But you were doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem the good King Mughal Mog the 7th has returned. The 12th, sorry, has returned to Eorzea. Curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Mughal mythology. Hublot here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literal endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Mughals. So good King Mughal Mog XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come for us to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms were so far apart we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Mughal Mog XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, strongest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Mughals came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Mughal Mog XII, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mughal kind might at last know peace. He died for their sins. Except he has not remained in the heavens, you see, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes? I bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Yida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief the good King Mughal Mog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Mughals with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such a drastic measure? Might that not be itself the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought upon the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals' guard are afraid of what tomorrow may bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. Fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes, come what may. I assure you, the Mughals' guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mughal Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Ubo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. We shared the same concern. Whoever or whatever their king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mughal kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Ryugo, confront good King Mughal Mog XII and drive him from our midst. Humbly I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mughals' guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumiyan of the Conjurer's Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Wait, I can just leave, right? And then I'll be right there. There, he doesn't look like it's on the map or something. Biddy. It's Biddy. Welcome back, Ryugo, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mughal Mog 12th is of great comfort to me and to the elementals both. I'm sure you know the Mughals are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Selected. Regicide. That's a fucking Simpsons reference. Hold on. Second.
Hello and welcome to the Springfield Police Department Rescue Phone. If you know the name of the felony being committed, press 1. To choose from a list of felonies, press 2. If you are being murdered or are calling from a rotary phone, please stay on the line. You have selected Regicide. If you know the name of the king or queen being murdered, press 1.
Yeah. I love that. I love that episode. Thank you for humoring me for a second. Okay. You have selected Regicide. If you know the name of the king or queen being murdered, press 1. The wards barring access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones. The self-same method employed 5 years ago when the king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we've been spared that burden on this occasion. Bloke Hop confided in me that he has been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mughals guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kublai-Klop's keystones, Ryogo. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Shore Pier, and press upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Where's Lancers Guild. Oh, so how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. I'm gonna be heading across the way to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yes. Oh, hello. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this Ara. Imperials, Gridanians. Still, you're no different than the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his king's Moogle, he plots treason against the crown. Enough. Kuplo Kalop will answer for his crime soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Moogle the 12th. May he ever reign forevermore, Kupo. The king is planning to purge the 12 woods of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. The entrance to Thorn March is deep within the Bramble Patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward, but be warned, the Moogle's guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Escort Kuplo Klop safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to Sweetbloom Pier, where you may rendezvous with him before trying again. Okay, I think I'll take a quick BRB here.